The Baja California Peninsula is long and narrow and has a lonely beauty all its own. Right at the southern tip lies Cape San Lucas, a monument carved in granite, separating the Sea of Cortez from the Pacific Ocean and marking the site where this incredible peninsula finally gives way to the kingdom of the sea. A majestic submarine canyon plunges into the ocean's depths right from the edge of the northeast shore of the Cape. At the very end, two massive rocks project skyward into the warm tropical sunlight. They are called Los Frailes by the Mexicans, which means the monks. One of them is 225 feet high, the other over 300 feet. Ocean waves are hurled over the tops of Los Frailes during hurricanes. Centuries ago, pirates used to hide at Cape San Lucas, waiting for the Manila galleon on its way to Mexico with Philippine gold. Now the pinnacles and beaches are inhabited only by rattlesnakes, iguanas, buzzards, eagles, and an occasional scientific expedition studying the natural wonders of this isolated cluster of rocks. Our expedition focused particular attention on exploration of the submarine canyon. The jagged rock formations on the right side of the picture are typical of the area, and the topography under the surface is just as uneven. The edge of the canyon is less than 100 feet from shore. An easy swim. The water is warm and crystal clear. The sand is clean and coarse and formed into ripple marks by the waves. As we look across this shelf at the rim of the canyon, we see the divers come in from above and disappear over the edge. We are now down some 50 feet, following the divers as they descend into the abyss. It is necessary to be a little careful, since there are many stingrays in the sand here. Uh-oh, two stingrays courting. One must be extremely careful to avoid these venomous creatures. One of the most beautiful features of the San Lucas Canyon is the magnificent gardens of sea fans or gorgonian corals, which give a luxurious appearance to the granite walls. Here, a small pufferfish frolics in the lacy intricacies of the sea fans, and a school of Creole fish wanders by lazily. We collected gorgonians of many sizes, shapes, and colors for various private and public museums. At a depth of about 80 feet, rock outcrops become common. Here is a school of surgeonfish heading downwards. Here is a little angelfish. We're going deeper, perhaps 100 feet, and the brilliant colors of the angelfish now appear subdued. Water transmits blue and green light more readily than red and orange, and the orange of the angel changes to a dull yellow at this depth. Some fishes, such as the angel, often take cover in crevices in the rocks. Sometimes it is easy to reach in and catch them. This fish is in a pickle, but we had no scientific need for him. Now he's happily swimming about once more with his finny friends. The young angel, like many other fishes, has quite a different color pattern than the adult. It makes a living by picking little bug-like parasites from larger fish, which allows the baby angel to clean them. One of the largest fishes in the area, the grouper, is usually timid, but this one's curiosity was too much and came up and sniffed the camera. Before investigating crevices or dark places, one should take a good, close look. Moray eels abound in the canyon, and they may become very aggressive, especially if molested. Here we are at the base of a 200-foot cliff which extends up and projects 20 feet out of the water at its top. It is completely covered with Gorgonian corals. Now we are up about 30 feet beneath the surface, showing the tremendous thickness of the growth of these sea fans. The fish swimming by are butterfly fish. This little fish is known as the spiny puffer. When alarmed, he inflates himself with water, causing his spines to erect and provide protection. The spherical shape, however, does not lend itself to streamlined speed, and the tiny fins must work extra hard to produce any forward movement at all. Here is a common tropical fish, the Bodiana, counterpart of the sheephead of temperate waters. This is the male. The female has different coloration and shape. Also swimming around in this little gorge are the two species of angelfish common to the area. This is a microspathodon. The small fish passing through are cleaners and mimics of cleaners. Right off the tip of the cape, and lying at the rim of the canyon, is a sunken freighter. Many divers comb old wrecks for treasure, and so did we. But the treasure we sought was neither gold nor silver, but rather the exquisite and delicate animals that live clinging to the rusting iron, or frolic among the decaying spars and the fallen masts of this once proud mistress of the seas. Some of the animals were common, others rare. Here's our nosy grouper friend. It would take many months to study thoroughly the complex lives, behaviors, and interrelations of the multitude of creatures we saw in this wreck in the course of several dives. A better vantage point is gained by the cameraman after he enters the decaying hull. Hiding and unobserved by the myriads of fishes outside, he is able to record these beautiful creatures undisturbed. Soaring in the pulsating currents, these majestic surgeonfish flash their brilliant yellow tails in a silent underwater ballet. We searched every possible nook and cranny for new specimens. This grouper is determined to force his way into the cinema. Beat it, you ham! Each visit revealed new and strange, often grotesque animals, swimming in the superstructure, or perhaps hiding down in the interior of this man-made reef. The excellent hiding places afforded by artificial structures, such as wrecks, assure that they all become very rich in marine life as they slowly deteriorate on the floor of the ocean. The life within the darker interior of the wreck differs from that outside. Plants cannot survive without light, and consequently are not found within. The creatures of the night, such as the moray, the spiny lobster, and the octopus, as well as the forms common to the deeper water, conceal themselves here. None of these are considered really dangerous, although the moray could give you a nasty bite. Contrary to popular stories, aggressive giant octopus do not lurk in every wreck. The octopus here are timid and small. The real dangers are the sharp edges of the rusting hulk and the possibility that the wreck may twist or collapse as our exhaust bubbles fill an empty compartment. At this point, we made one of the major discoveries of the expedition. Conrad Limbaugh noticed that broad bands of sand were moving slowly down the canyon. They had much the appearance of rivers on dry land. At 120 feet, the rivers of sand were constricted into narrower channels, causing the flow to become even more rapid. Deeper, the flow passed over ledges and cliffs, and the cascading sand took on an appearance of terrestrial waterfall. Geologists have wondered for many years what mysterious forces have carved the submarine canyons. Some believe that sediment flows may have scoured the submarine slopes into gorges and channels. Here was photographic proof that such flows do exist. Fingers of sand reaching down the slopes and crevices into the vast and mysterious caverns of the still unknown ocean depths. The great canyons that slash across the submarine slopes bordering our continent are areas of considerable scientific interest. None is more inspiring, however, than the mighty trench in the Earth's crust at Cape San Lucas.